Hello, hello, hello. Sorry I'm a little late. I see there's some people in the chat. I'm going to say hi to you guys. Allison Lay Lyons, good to see you. Roderick, Grace Styles, and Beck from Oz, and Tim Pack. Good to see you guys. So, on the screen, we have a picture of this comet called NEOWISE. Now, I want to just talk about this comet. You know how NASA, they always talk about tracking all these things in the sky. They know where everything is. If a meteor was gonna come, or like a asteroid was gonna come and make contact and cause when the dinosaurs went extinct, that they would just shoot a probe at it and deflect it. Like they got all this. They're pretty high tech and all this. Yeah, well, this comet that's in the sky that you can see, guess when it was discovered? Let's go look at this. Can you guys see that? I hope you can. Oops. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Yeah, okay. This is just Wikipedia. So look over here. Discovered by NEOWISE. Discovery date. Look at that. March 27th, 2020. So how long ago was that? So all this information they have here, and they've already determined that it has a where is it here? Something like a 68 or 6,500 year orbit. Yeah, that's what they say. I actually I don't remember where I saw that. Anyway, so I wanted to look at some pictures of this and just compare them with something, and to make a point, basically to make a point. And I'm gonna make this kind of a quick video because I don't really have all that much to show you, but so let's just do this. Let's look at this image. Okay, let's just look at what we see. There it is. You see light, right? I see light. I see some blue light and some pinkish, kind of reddish, whitish light. So there you go. Now, if you saw the... Sorry, let's see here. I don't have everything. We're going to look at most of this stuff. We're going to watch a video just while I'm talking, so I'm going to turn the volume down, but I'm just going to show you something very, I guess, interesting to me, how similar this looks to a Falcon 9 Dragon launch from SpaceX. First of all, a comet, like, I'm pretty sure that it's not just like some elements, some gases and ice or whatever. It's a lot more than that, I think, because it's happening in the sky. And I don't think things that happen in the sky are just by chance. So, if we consider the days that we're living in, or that some of us believe that we're living in, when a star or a comet, whatever you want to call it, when a light in the sky that's normally not there shows up, it's noteworthy. That's what I say. So let's do this. Let me go to video, and this is okay, I'm gonna bring you guys back a little bit, just a little bit. I'd say 5 or 6 years ago, there was something seen in the sky, and here, let me just play this. Uh-oh, we got problems now. Oh, good.
Well, Dave, the SpaceX Falcon 9 is going to launch from Vandenberg Air Force Base, and it's going to launch in just about a minute, maybe a little less here, and we should be able to see it right here in our night sky. And what's going to be very cool...
Hey, Venus Cupcake, how you doing? If it's Dama or something, I can't remember. Good to see you. Good to see you. So this is Bakersfield, and this guy's just reporting that a launch is going to happen while he's reporting, and he's waiting for it to come up over this hill. All right, I'm just giving you the gist of it. So he keeps talking, and there it goes, right? Now, this is just a rocket launch, but I want to, there's like, it's crazy to me. I don't understand it, but the people who call themselves believers, right? What do they believe? They believe in the Son of God, right? In Jesus. They believe that he was manifest in the flesh, that he's the Word of God, that he died on the cross. Okay, I think it's well understood who the Son of God is. I do. I think most people have a general idea of who the Son of God is. And what's the whole story about Jesus? The last time Jesus was on the earth, what was he doing? Where did he go? What happened? Well, he ascended into the sky. If you look on your screen, you see that rocket that's ascending into the sky. Jesus did that, and the clouds took him and received him out of their sight. Okay? Jesus, the King of Kings. And he sits at the right hand of the Father. Up in the sky, guys. I'm not being specific. I'm not saying where or anything like that. But what is interesting is when, like in Daniel 7, when the Ancient of Days comes down, he has a, like, like in our world we call it like a lowrider or something. He's got quite the pimped out ride. And what I mean is, let me just go there really quick. I'll just read you the description of his wheels. Because I think if people really understood what these guys saw, they would look at this that we're seeing on the screen and they'd be like, that is so blasphemous, because all it is it's somebody trying to appear like God himself in the sky. Okay, now look at your screen. Just pay attention to what's happening on your screen. Now I know this is not Comet NEOWISE. This is a rocket launch, but the similarities I want to show you. But yeah, in Daniel 7 it says, where is this? Let's see. Okay, right here. It's verse 9, I think. 7 verse 9 says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. Now listen to this. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. That's the Ancient of Days. So, when the Ancient of Days comes, judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and a time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. What kingdom? Well, it says, I'll just read it out of Daniel. It says, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. So, all these kingdoms, see, and that's the thing is, tomorrow, I think it's going to be tomorrow, but me and Thomas Morgan are going to, out of the scriptures, okay, a lot of people have their idea about Babylon the Great, or Babylon, Mystery Babylon. It's America, it's Jerusalem, it's all these places on the earth, and they're all wrong. Because that's not what the scriptures say at all. The scriptures say something different. So if you have a chance tomorrow, I don't know what I'll probably, we're going to live stream, I think. And I'll probably call it, something like Babylon the Great, or I might make a quirky title. Hey, Theodore Daniel, good to see you, bro. Yeah, Allison says Ezekiel's wheels. Yeah, there's some interesting things that happen in the sky when God comes down. Let me go to Psalm 18 really quick. It says something kind of cool in here about his vehicle or whatever you want to call it. I don't want to call it a vehicle. I just want to call it like his wheels or something. So Psalm 18, check this out. Verse 7 says, "Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken, because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also, and came down, and darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub, and did fly. Yea, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place. His pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the skies. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. Yea, he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and he shot out lightnings and discomfited them. Then the channels of waters were seen, and the foundations of the world were discovered at thy rebuke, O Lord, at the blast of the breath of thy nostrils." Okay. I'm not saying I understand that picture, but definitely it's a sight to see when the Lord comes down, when God comes down on his throne or whatever he's riding. Right there it said he did fly, yea, he flew upon the wings of the wind. Okay, so it's going to make me bring up Enoch 57, because Enoch saw men riding on the wings of the wind. Okay, so what's on your screen? A rocket launch. We almost could call it a flying roll. We could probably call it a beast coming up out of the earth and making fire come back down. Okay, so we're gonna watch just this. Let's see here. Where are we? I'm not trying to play that over and over again. We're gonna go back to my desktop for right now. Okay, so this is the. Okay, I want to show you some images. Actually, I'm gonna open a. Let's see. I'm gonna open this. Oops, wrong way. Okay, hold on a minute. Sorry, guys. I just want to show you a bunch of images that from my collection of images, I guess. Let's see. Let's get my. You guys might see some funny stuff in my folder here. Oh wait, no, I can just do this. Hold on. Okay. The four winds. Okay, so let's look at some images. Let's see if I click this. I think it's going to show up on your screen. Should. Might not be a super huge image or anything, but it's just going to take a second. Sorry, guys. Okay, that is Falcon 9. That's the dragon's tail, you guys, or the booster stage. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, on the right is the Falcon booster, and on the left is the dragon. You see how they're fighting with the four winds? Let's see, what's this here? Oh, there's a booster making fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Look at this one. I'm just showing you some images because I want you to understand. Okay, do you see how much of what's happening in the sky in some of these? Look, that's not a very good image there. Let me get a better one. I actually have to go to a different folder because I just downloaded a bunch of interesting images. Okay, here's another good one. Okay, that's SpaceX up in the sky. Now, On the right is the Falcon booster. You can actually see the 9 Merlin engines right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or is that? Yeah, I guess there's one back here too. Let me go to my... I'll show you an image that's kind of crazy. Okay, actually, I gotta show you one first. Okay. Alright, yeah, I can't do the video. Okay, let's look at this. This is a Falcon Heavy taking off. And there's 3 boosters. These are kings, guys. That's what Daniel was told. But each one of these kings has, or these boosters has 9 Merlin engines on it, right? So they're all in a circle, and then there's one in the center. Okay. Now I just want to show you that because this next image I'm going to show you is quite crazy. Whoops. Where is it? What in the world? Oh. I don't know what I did. Hold on a minute. Sorry, guys. My view changed, so I'm trying to... I don't know what happened. Large icons? Okay, there we go. Sorry. Something just changed on my computer, and I don't know why it changed. Like the whole format of this whole thing changed. Okay, so I don't know where those pictures are, but I will find them here. Okay, here's one, I guess. Okay, this is NEOWISE. In a minute here. Okay, this is NEOWISE. That's crazy to look at, isn't it? See how it's got that blue streak and then the orange? That's kind of interesting. Okay, look at this one. This is a SpaceX Dragon and a Falcon 9. You see, it's the same type of illumination of that darkness. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I'm not really saying anything like they're connected or in any way. I'm just saying the similarities. I'm trying to find a few more images to show you. Oh, here's one. Okay, one's like this. That is a SpaceX launch. That's what the sky looks like when they launch. Now here is NEOWISE. Do they look similar? Because the point I'm trying to make is that the people... It's really kind of troubling, guys. Most of the people... I don't know how I ended up with that on the screen. Sorry, guys. Most of the people that think they believe something deny the main part of it. Because let me just... Okay, that's a teeny little picture. Sorry, guys. Let me just put it this way. If you believe in Jesus, what did he tell you? What did he tell you if you believe on him would happen? And believe the truth and be baptized and repent. And believe the gospel. You will be saved. Okay? Now, where does Jesus live? He lives up in the sky. I hope you guys understand a little. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, there was 4 angels. This is another SpaceX Dragon launch right here. Does that look like a whoops. Oh, I see what's happening. If I scroll with my mouse, it just goes to the next images. That's how I ended up on those images. Okay. Here, let's look at this one. Is that normal? Here's that one I was going to show you of the Falcon booster coming back into Earth's atmosphere. And you can see down at the bottom, you see all those 9 Merlin engines? You can see that center one probably firing. So yeah, that's a rocket right there. That's not like a comet. kind of looks like a comet or something, but I have a couple things to show you, and then I think since something changed on my computer, I have no idea what happened. Let me go here and show you guys something. I think it's in here. Well, for sure this. Oops, I gotta do this different. Sorry guys. Oh, I can't get this to do what I want. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Well, let me do this. Let me put it here just for a second. Okay. It's a little better. Blasphemy, guys. Blasphemy. That's what it is. Now, what happens when in Revelation there's that angel in Revelation 7 that tells the other angels that are those 4 angels that are holding back the 4 winds? He says, "Hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, until we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads." What does that mean? What happens when they let go of those holding those 4 winds? It's going to destroy the earth. You know what's interesting? I put a video out earlier today that went into this. Enoch saw men riding on the winds in wagons, and it was the noise from their wagons that made the whole heavens shake and roll up like a scroll. And isn't it interesting that we have a SpaceX Dragon flying up there? And John, in Revelation 12, saw a dragon up in the sky. Theodore Daniels said it. End of time. Davey 313 said it. All hell breaks loose. Allison Leigh Lyons said it. Means the end. You guys are right on. Okay, let me show you a couple more things. And yeah, I guess my night didn't go quite how I was planning. I was gonna have this at 8, and then I went over to my dad's, and it was pretty nice. It was windy today, and so he wasn't gonna be working on what we ended up working on once the wind died down. So kind of till it got almost dark, and so I pushed it back. And yeah, okay, I also have something to say about a comet. Okay, if a comet is something like, we can prove that the physics of the things on Earth, Allison, no, I haven't filmed the comet. I just haven't had a good view of the north, and I haven't gone out to make a point to get a good view. But Dave Marsh took some great pictures of it, so I saw him on Facebook. And yeah, here's all I gotta say. Comet, okay, let's just think of the times. Think of September 23rd, 2017, and a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. Okay, and then think of a dragon that's definitely kind of the talk of the space town, that rules that darkness, right? John saw a dragon up there too. And then John saw war in heaven, and he saw Michael fighting with Satan and his angels, or the dragon, because that's Satan. So basically, oh cool. Venus Cupcake says my avatar is a painting of my interpretation of the dragon of Revelation in 1989. That's awesome. Classic. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess what I would say is if a comet is able to, whatever it is, I don't really care what it is, but you can see it. Okay, let me pull up a picture of the comet again. Sorry. We'll just go to my desktop and then we'll just close this. Oh wow, I got all these to close. Sorry. Okay, that's a SpaceX launch right there. That is also. Do you see how the darkness is illuminated, kind of? Doesn't it look the same? That's NEOWISE right there. So, what is Elon Musk doing? He's doing exactly what the prophets said a man would be doing. Exactly. He's making fire. Well, I already showed you a picture of that. Making fire come down from the sky. He's calling down fire. No, guys, sorry, the Vatican's not going to be making fire come down from the sky, or the Pope, or the Roman Catholic Church, or the United Nations, or whoever that all these people have their ideas. No. John and Daniel both saw beasts flying up to the host of heaven and casting the stars down. And most people know that the sky will roll up like a scroll, and the people on the earth, they'll be able to see the throne, and they'll say, hide us from the one who sits on the throne. Don't do that. Go the other way. Go the other way, guys. And what I mean is, there is a righteousness that I knew nothing about my whole life, and there's wickedness that I knew nothing about my whole life, and now I'm learning what these things mean. And something that the church misses and all the ministries miss, they all are fighting, or they're struggling against flesh and blood. That's what I'm just going to start saying that. It's the best way to sum it up. They're fighting against the Rothschilds or Bill Gates or whoever. But the problem is that's not defiling you. There's no man on this earth that can defile you, okay? The struggle we have is against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Where's the darkness of this world? This is not even something to debate. If you believe the Bible, you know that there's dark waters above the earth. The second verse in Genesis says, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. Hey, Flat Jackson, Justin, Bragdon, good to see you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, sky will open like the days of Noah. Yes, yes. Yeah, so principalities and powers, and it says, in the Greek, it says cosmic powers of evil in the heavenly realm. So what's a comet? You know, like our society, our civilization, our time is just wrong. It's just wrong. I'm not saying I know everything, but I know that, well, like the, you can easily debunk the heliocentric model simply by the size of the umbra part of the shadow during a lunar eclipse and during a solar eclipse. They're inconsistent, totally inconsistent. The earth never got in between the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon are always in the sky above the earth. Do you know what I mean? They never, just because they appear to go down over the horizon, they're still in the sky. They're not actually like going down, okay? Just like a jet that's flying at parallel with the surface of the earth going away from you, it appears to go down. just like a rocket launch, actually. But yeah, so a comet is okay. Have you guys seen a falling star? I saw a falling star yesterday, and it happens that fast, and you barely catch it. You know, if you happen to be looking in the right direction, you might get a good glance at it. But have you ever thought about what that is and what's happening there? Because with how fast they move, something else is going on. It's not a physical thing. A physical thing couldn't move that fast. But what if it was something celestial, and then like let's say the planets? What happens if the planets are like spirits, or like I believe that they're literally stars that sinned against God? But what happens when a star falls into a terrestrial Earth, or is cast down from the celestial into the terrestrial? Well, just like when a baby's born, a body of some kind is inhabited, right? So when these, specifically when these rockets are launching, when they're landing, what is that? And I'm gonna have to get going here, but I do want to encourage you guys to watch the video. What do we got on the screen? Oh, we got blasphemy. Okay. I do want you guys to watch the video that I uploaded today, and I can't remember what I titled it. How can I figure that out? Let's see. What was it called? Oh, the heavens are shaking or something? Or the pillars are shaking? I don't know, something like that. I uploaded the only other video I uploaded today. It's like 10 minutes, but it talks about the sound barrier, and there's some footage of when a rocket is reaching that sound barrier, that speed of sound, and it gets that pressure wave or whatever, and that vapor cone around it. Something's happening there, and I don't know exactly what it is, but there's like a barrier that's being penetrated, and we can visually see it. They call it a shock wave, but a shock wave, it looks like it's water. It looks like it's breaking through the surface of the lake, like it's going down through the lake or out of the lake, whatever. The atmosphere looks very much like water. So if you think about that, so what if that's the first heaven or the firmament or whatever? And I got some verses in that video. Please watch that video. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna figure out how to go there, and then I'm gonna figure out how to put a link in the chat, because I want you guys to watch that. Because Enoch and John in Revelation, they tell a story together that's pretty good. Let's see here. I'm going to my dashboard right now, and I will grab. It's gonna take a moment. And yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. And let's see here, videos. What did I name it? I named it Pillars of Heaven Shaking, Blind Saints Ignoring, I think, the Prophets, I think is what I wrote. So I am going to grab a link right now. Copy. Okay. Whoops. Alright. Sorry, guys. Going back to the chat. And then I'm going to get out of here. Sorry, I didn't have this very organized. But I just wanted to show you the similarities of what's happening in the sky. whether it be a rocket or a comet. It's very similar in nature, what's happening. Or it looks to be, I should say. So, I'm going to get out of here, but I'm leaving this link. And remember, like Vincent Rhodes says, Jesus is the light of the world. So, let your light shine. Yeah. Check out that video. And thank you guys for hanging out. And I actually have a couple tomorrow, like I was saying, I'm hoping to do a live stream with Thomas Morgan. This was his idea, and I told him it's a very good idea because it's something that so many people are misunderstanding. That Babylon, like, if we're gonna go by the scriptures, Babylon is a prison for spirits, okay? And that's it. We'll go over that whole thing tomorrow. This place of blasphemy, this place of darkness, this place where these 7 transgressing stars are bound, this place, the blackness of darkness, this is Babylon the Great. It's a prison. It's Sheol. It's hell. It's outer darkness, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, me and Thomas want to talk about that tomorrow, and I think that'll be an interesting conversation. So I will try to get the live thing, or the, I guess what would it be? The video? I don't know what you call it. So that there's something you can click on before I just start. So, if that made any sense, what I'm just saying. All right, so you guys have a wonderful evening, and thanks for hanging out. And yeah, watch out for the dragon. Tell your friends.